Uh, Hello everyone. We are watching a Bughouse World Championship game between MidnightFox pkmn versus Seany and UkDaGoat. This is the first game of the match. It wasn't in the calendar, unfortunately, but I was notified just in time to swoop in with some coverage. So the MidnightFox team outrates their opponents by about 200 points, but still this match can be quite competitive. MidnightFox is one of the organizers of the event. He's a FIDE master and has joined me in the commentary booth many times here. I've met him in person in the Berlin tournament, where he would often, well, I guess he would always partner with Niels Grandelius, and they did quite well in the Berlin tournament. They won, I believe, 5 times in a row. UkDaGoat finished, I believe he finished second place in the under 2000 section in the Bughouse World Championships last year. And now he has moved up to the open section because he's gotten significantly better than his under 2000 rating from last year. I believe it was second. It might be first. So let me see. It was he first? Lawrence Girl and someone finished first. And actually, I think it was UkDaGoat and Florence Girl. Maybe he finished first. I'd have to, I guess, look at the results to be sure. Because the second place team was Kierkegaard. The second place team was a team of people from Africa, I believe. Anyway, oh, and there's some people watching the game. I see commented on chess.com, including Cuban from Fix, Blauasal, are both there looking. I'm gonna try. Let me see if we can. Okay, I'm gonna jump into a Discord call, see if anyone will join me. I'm sorry I'm not providing very much game commentary right now. Okay, let's look at the game. Oh, the score is now 2-0, favoring MidnightFox and pkmn. Okay, so pkmn relatively safe, MidnightFox relatively safe. Yeah, d4. I think I would rather have seen a knight there. Maybe knight at f4 to attack g2. Try to trade some of these off. Now MidnightFox is playing more defensively. pkmn has a potential hole on g3. Oh, his knight actually covers this. Yeah, pkmn is staying relatively safe. Letting MidnightFox control more of the action. Overloading f2. The knight could also take, potentially. So MidnightFox has traded the queen for 2 pieces. Probably going to have to give up the queen later on. He could have waited for a bishop, potentially. Well, let's look at the time situation. Yeah, MidnightFox is up time, but chose to keep moving rather than wait for the bishop. Diagonals win, like a bishop, new knight in, and then a pawn would mate. there's the bishop. There's the knight here. Pawn mate. So you could also use the knight here, and then a knight would mate as well. Now either knight or pawn mate. So rook would also mate. That's another win for MidnightFox. Hey, position. I would like some fuzz of my life. I am in the moderator call for August World Championship, so you should have access to that position if you want to jump in. It's like MidnightFox about to pick up a pawn. Wow. Okay, they went for a draw. Don't see many draws in Bughouse, but there was a threefold repetition. So our score is 3.5 to 1/2 right now. pkmn fairly safe. Going for attack. MidnightFox has sacked a piece for a pawn to get in on the castled king. Yeah, he's sacking the queen. But he's picked up a piece. Yeah, it's gonna stick some pawns in here. So it ended up being a queen trade. And he could win another piece, or he might wait for more material. Like a knight would be very good for him. He's just picked up the piece. Maybe castle at this point. Keep his king safe. Attack this knight. No. His partner needs to hold a bit of pieces. Oh, he could just take this. Maybe pawn check. Luckily, they are up time. Otherwise, MidnightFox might be in trouble here. His king out in the middle of the board. But because they're up time, he's going to be just fine. A few trades won't hurt him that much. So he could have just picked up the knight, but he chooses the threatened promotion. Oh, you don't see that channel. Am I in the wrong place? Oh, maybe I didn't join like I thought I did. Oh, there we are. Hey, Scary Snakes. I think you're muted.
Hey, what's going on, Chuck?
Hey.
And Fuzz.
Nice to hear you guys.
Snakes, darling, it's good to see you.
Oh, I missed you so much.
So this particular match, I was saying probably before you guys got here, was not listed on the calendar. We do have a match listed on the calendar between Crazy 8 and Deblau Sol versus Sayori and Todd. So we might roll right into the next match after this one.
That works for me. I expect this one to be pretty one-sided. I mean, they got half a point, I see. Was it a draw?
It was a draw. Yeah, usually half of points come from draws.
I have received a couple half a points from pity, so that's not the only avenue to get half a point.
Okay.
Five and a half already. These matches tend to be pretty quick.
So, Fuzz, these teams are in your group.
Yeah, this is my group.
Yeah, what was the experience like playing against pkmn and Fox?
I mean, we were a little bit disadvantaged because Catalyst couldn't voice. I mean, I could, so I did, but he couldn't. So it was a little bit uncoordinated. We only got 2 points, but I think we could have gotten more if we were coordinated better. It was not as bad as I expected.
Your one-way communication is giving me flashbacks to all of my high school relationships. It's not a good time.
I mean, you know, for me, that's been a usual experience, so I'm kind of used to it. But I think I didn't mind it too much because that was like the match we could afford to lose. But against Shawnee and UkDaGoat, nah, we're gonna need full communication because that's probably gonna be the match that decides whether or not we advance.
So you guys heard here first. Fuzz is putting the entire tournament on notice. He says now that he and his partner can voice, he's going to smoke all of you. Literally all of you. That's what he said.
Oh yeah, everybody's going down. Oh,
So
Shawnee
Fox has
hanging
a
on
really
there.
safe king here. And on pkmn's board, we have the classic pkmn board where you don't take too much risk, you just slowly win material, and somehow you're literally safe forever. So pkm's really going to just take all of UkDaGoat's pieces, and if he gets a chance to attack, he'll
It's
go
already
for it.
mate.
Oh, that was a
Uh,
nice attack in the Midnight Fox board, utilizing the rook. One thing that was weird to me is when Midnight Fox was checked with the bishop, he chose to put a new pawn in rather than push his pawn. Usually I would have pushed pawn to get more luft for the king, but it worked out well for him.
Ooh, pkmn already tossing the queen, but maybe not a problem. You gotta stay safe. It's a
Yeah, the king
principle of
seems
do
relatively
not give up
safe.
ground.
He would like to play like pawn at e2, something like that.
Pawn a3, huh?
Yeah, interesting idea to undermine the dark squares. Rook b2 runs into bishop at c3, which honestly I don't know if that's that big of a deal. So pkmn threatens to win the queen here. So UkDaGoat defends. Yeah, it's so hard to find active players UkDaGoat because all of the scores around pkmn's king are so well covered. Okay, we've got Sean White looking for a counterattack. Queen g5, nice move. Hard to hit the queen on that square, and we're hitting g4. What's the time situation like? On position, this looks good on the Sean board. He's got the safer king and the material advantage. If UkDaGoat can hold on here, I like their chances here.
And
UkDaGoat.
Shawnee could just pick up a knight if he wanted to. I don't think Midnight Fox is going to get a knight to win the queen. Oh, well, maybe he will, because bishop takes bishop can either take with queen or knight. So yeah, maybe he's afraid of that. What else could Shawnee do?
I don't love their chances in a time scramble here. Maybe knight takes e4 with the idea of if pawn at g2, maybe you go queen takes g4. That's also sensible. Being out of the way of any knight checks. I was gonna say I don't like their chances in a scramble here because while UkDaGoat is very fast, Sean White isn't the fastest of players. He usually wins with move quality and attacking. Queen e3, interesting.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
So he could promote the pawn. Yeah.
Beautiful play here, and we have a time advantage. I'm worried about a draw in the UkDaGoat board though. They should avoid that at all costs. Picking him sitting, which to me suggests he has a draw in hand, otherwise you wouldn't be sitting here. I would even go like knight at g7 just to make sure there's no draw. Yeah, and then just queen at d3 and hold it. Oh, whoa.
Oh, there's some heavy
Oh,
pieces
he's
coming.
killing himself. Yeah, oh, this is such poor recognition in this situation.
Wow.
King up? Oh, you
I mean, he's made it. Queen f4 is pre-movable. They're going to be kicking themselves over that one. So, guys, in time scrambles, prioritize king safety over literally everything else. The game shouldn't last long enough for you to get made unless you're completely screwed. So, especially with a 10-second advantage, all you have to do is not die in that position. They're going to be kicking themselves for losing that one.
Yeah,
honestly, I didn't look at the left board there too much because the Midnight Fox board was so interesting to me. So I'm glad you guys were watching the other board.
I mean,
that was just a beautiful king walk.
Yeah, I figured that the game should end on time before Sean is able to deliver checkmate there. They had a 10-second advantage there. Okay, but we'll see their mental fortitude here. One of the marks of good players is the ability to move on.
So, by the way, the score right now is 7.5 to 1/2, and it's first to 9.
Actually, I believe it's first to 8.5, right? Because it's best out of 16. It's just always effectively 9 because we never see ties.
I don't. Is that true?
Oh, wait, no, because they haven't played.
Because they wouldn't have played 16 games, or they wouldn't have played 16 games then.
Oh yeah, because like best of 16, like that's even if you played a 16 games, isn't that so? I should know how the rules work because I wrote them, but I don't know.
No, we talked about this a while, and we had a big Discord call where we talked about this stuff, and people tried to bring up the draw rule, and then someone would say math, and we'd talk about the math, and we'd realize that math means that 8.5 is not enough, and that would all be settled. And then someone new would enter the call who had missed the previous conversation and would bring it up again. And that happened 3 or 4 times. But basically, if one has 8.5, then the other person could potentially get to 7.5, which would not be win by 2. So yeah, you do need 9.
Yeah, I don't know why you're suggesting that I'd only take 8.5, Chuck. Like it's like very clearly they need to get 9, and that's what I've been saying the whole time.
Oh wow, PKMN is totally toast here, but UkDaGoat just needs any piece other than a heavy.
So PKN notoriously known for his lag. However, that seems to be improved in
a heavy would work as well with the queen sack.
Yeah,
queen at g7, queen f6, and then rook at h8.
G7, and then rook takes f7.
Yeah. For a fast team, I would actually be sitting this down to a pure scramble here, but I think these teams are relatively close in speed, and probably the Swedish team is faster.
Well, Fox doesn't have a move that doesn't trade a piece, so he has to sit.
Well, yeah, I was saying as UkDaGoat and Sean, you can go early or you can go late, and so they're not setting it to a pure time scramble, which I think is the correct decision. So now the game will probably go to a time scramble again, so they just need to fully prioritize king safety.
UkDaGoat sacking the queen? I don't know about that. PKMN is safe now.
That's like this game shouldn't end on mate. I don't like rook takes g8 from Sean Y under that same basis of all you need to do is prioritize king safety, and he's gonna get punished for it here. He's mated now.
Oh, queen check, nice move. I like that. Queen takes knight, and he's safe forever.
Yeah, as someone who has to win a lot of games on time scrambles because I'm not good at the game.
They're saying GG's because they don't understand math. Okay, so now they're going.
Understand math.
Can you imagine not understanding that it's first to 9? Like that'd be pretty embarrassing to think that 8.5 was enough to win the match.
Hey, Daizan. Daizan is pointing out a missed mate in the chat, which I don't remember the position well enough. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's the same position. So he got a position with rook at h8 takes, and then was it pawn g7 maybe? I'm assuming the idea was that we could have saved the diagonal by using the queen at g7 instead of rook at h8 followed by pawn at g7.
Okay.
It's like Son is trolling snakes in chat. Hopefully.
I don't know why chat would troll. Literally everyone in chat heard me say that it takes 9 wins to win the match. Anyone saying otherwise is just out of touch with reality.
This is looking bad for the underrated team. They're both under attack.
They are, yeah. Whenever your opponent sacks and you cannot take the sack, that's always a bad sign. Now he's just sacking pieces for fractions of a second.
Oh yeah, no, we're safe with the exception of knight now. Knight's something that mates us, but I mean, positionally, the game is over. Bishop takes g4. Yep.
And as you say that, his partner just gave 2 knights. So yeah, that is over. This is GG's final score.
9.5 to half. Wrong. By the way, Snakes, Hopeful Win said that he and his partner might not be able to play any games at all because they have completely opposite schedules.
Well, we are still on the stream, just so you know. I'm not sure if you want to discuss mechanics here, even though we are in the moderator channel here. Crazy 8 Chess says he and his partner are warming up for 10 minutes, so we can watch them while we wait.
Who are they playing?
So hold on. They are actually on the calendar. Let me get the calendar. They're playing Sayori and Todd. Let's change the stream title.
I haven't been able to follow the matches as closely this year. Have you streamed? Have there been any upsets based on seeding to this point yet? I know we had that really close one.
Not that I have witnessed in a stream, but
Well, wasn't there one that like the one that a higher team was losing and then they came back by
Yeah,
winning
yeah.
5
There
games in a
definitely
row?
been some huge comebacks. I don't think
And
I've
I guess
witnessed
that
any
makes sense.
upsets.
Because we don't have the like closest seeds playing each other until the final week, so it's maybe I'm being a little too greedy for wanting upsets this early on, but I'm excited to see these last 2 weeks of group play.
Wait, when does 1 and 2 play each other? Is it
They play each other in week 4, and then week 5 is 2 and 3 to determine who
okay.
gets the qualification spot. So 1 against 2 should be next week.
Oh, right, because me and